Hyperion XP1 is a shockingly different electric car. It stores energy in the form of hydrogen instead of using a heavy battery. This video will talk about the Hyperion XP1, its amazing features, and the jaw-dropping design. This car uses hydrogen as its main source of energy. We will also talk about Hyperion Motors, the American car company that makes the Hyperion XP1. By the end of this video, you will be able to decide if the Hyperion XP1 is a hydrogen hypercar. The Hyperion XP1 is electric, but it doesn't have a battery. Instead, it runs on hydrogen. This makes Hyperion XP1 an electric car simplified. This car promises to do things that 5 years ago seemed impossible. The Hyperion XP1 is one of the first hydrogen-powered electric cars, and it can go as far as 1,016 miles. This is the case if 55% of the driving is done in the city and 45% on the highway. Due to its ultralight carbon titanium monocoque chassis, the XP1 has a curb weight of 2,751 pounds. This is the same as many other gasoline-powered electric cars. The XP1 can go very far because its hydrogen tank is bigger than those of other hydrogen-powered cars. The XP1 might have a long range, but at this point in time, the infrastructure is such that there are few places to fill up hydrogen tanks. XP1 has 4 electric motors, one placed at each wheel, which are powered by the main fuel cell. The XP1 has a 3-spaced automatic gearbox and can draw a lot of electricity from ultracapacitors, which allows the fuel cell to transfer more power to the electric motors. It took almost a decade from designing the XP1 to making sure it could actually work. Aside from the hydrogen it runs on, there are active aerodynamic parts of the body that also works as solar panels to get more energy. As a result, the only thing that comes out of the double-barrel exhaust stacks is the ionized water vapor. So let's just say it now. The final product by Hyperion looks just awesome and insane. Inside the cockpit of the Hyperion XP1, there is something that stands out. The XP1 has a 98-inch screen that uses smart board technology to be controlled by hand gestures. It goes from the dash through the middle of the 2 seats and all the way to the back of the cabin. Hyperion put this strange screen between the seats in the XP1. It is the largest production vehicle touchscreen ever installed, giving the driver unrestricted use of all the vehicle's capabilities. This is something insane that we have never seen before. Can't wait to see how this works. The XP1 has a full glass canopy, which gives the driver a wide field of view and makes driving better. With variable tint, you can change how much light comes through into the cabin. This allows the ability to minimize cabin heat and maximize privacy. The body of the XP1 is sleek and simple. With V-shaped doors, Hyperion Motors says were inspired by the winged victory of Samothrace. The back wing of the Hyperion XP1 can move and is covered with solar panels, which is part of what makes it so distinct. It comes down and hugs the side of the vehicle. When driving, the rear wing moves up and back to provide the most downforce. When parked, the wing can follow the sun's path and change its position to make sure the solar panels get the most sunlight. Even though the solar panels don't produce enough power to run the car, they do power some of the electronics inside the car, which takes some of the load of the hydrogen. Hyperion Companies and its CEO. When it comes to hydrogen transportation, a lot of attention is paid to well-known car companies. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are made by companies like BMW, Toyota, and Hyundai to name a few. However, they are not alone. NASA and Hyperion Motors have been working together to bring technology from space to the road. Their electric car runs on hydrogen fuel cells to show the world something it has never seen before. NASA's work on fuel cells was an important part of Neil Armstrong's successful trip to the moon and back. Hyperion used this technology to make a fuel cell electric vehicle system for its XP1 electric car. NASA's experience in fuel cell electric vehicles shows that it's not a mere concept and that hydrogen can function in the long-distance transportation industry. The challenge becomes translating the technology into the consumer market. Hyperion Energy, Hyperion Motors, and Hyperion Aerospace, which are the three parts of Hyperion companies, are based in California. The three parts of the company will work together to take care of these problems one at a time, from making hydrogen to storing it. Jeffrey Carter, President and Chief Executive Officer of Hyperion Technology Group Incorporated, has been in office since February 2009 till present. In less than 3 years, he led the company from its beginnings to its status as a multi-million-dollar technology development company. He set up the company to be the market leader in research and development for defense. In less than 3 years, he grew the company to over $5 million in sales and 25 full-time and part-time employees. He also licensed and sold a number of technologies from research organizations. These new technologies were brought to market with little investment and a 441% return on investment right away. He used existing assets and investment opportunities to buy and fix up a multi-building campus so that all Hyperion activities could be moved to one place. This gave Hyperion the space it needed to grow and make more products. It also created a separate company to manage assets, HTG Property Holdings Incorporated. Is hydrogen a new emerging ecosystem for the automotive industry? Although hydrogen is the lightest element in the periodic table, its promise as an energy-dense, low-carbon fuel is receiving a lot of attention in the discussion about the future of transportation. Governments and private businesses are investing billions of dollars in the hydrogen economy, which proves that it is becoming a reality. At the moment, battery electric vehicles are at the forefront of the electrification of transportation. However, it is believed that hydrogen fuel cell vehicles will play a key role in reducing carbon emissions from transportation by providing an alternative to battery electric vehicles. The amount of carbon in hydrogen depends on the energy source that was used to make it. The energy density of hydrogen makes it a good choice for more demanding applications than battery electric vehicles can handle. As previously mentioned, the infrastructure for distributing hydrogen isn't as good as it needs to be. This will happen as more people and governments realize how important hydrogen technology is in the fight against climate change. At the moment, heavy road transport is the most likely use, but shipping and aviation could be used in the future. Now let's go back to the Hyperion XP1. An important question: is it a hypercar? It is commonly said that a hypercar is a top-of-the-line supercar that beats standard supercars in many ways, such as acceleration and top speed. Sound, looks, price, and rarity are other factors that are taken into consideration. So, as with supercars, there are many different ideas about what a true hypercar is. Now, just in case you forgot, the Hyperion XP1 is a hydrogen fuel cell car with a range of 1,000 miles per tank of hydrogen. It has 4 electric motors that can get a total of 1,500 horsepower. The 0 to 60 time acceleration is 2.2 seconds. The top speed is 220 miles per hour. Meanwhile, Rimac Nevera, a hypercar we have done videos about, has 4 electric motors that make a total of 1,914 horsepower. The Rimac Nevera can reach 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds without much trouble. The Nevera has a top speed of 258 miles per hour. Doing a side-by-side comparison, there is no doubt the Hyperion XP1 qualifies as a hypercar. Its lightweight helms and the rare hydrogen power and beautiful style are other pluses. The Hyperion XP1 wants to show everyone why hydrogen-powered electric cars are the way of the future. It has great performance and a huge range. XP1 is a lightweight vehicle with a beautiful, futuristic design that will probably get people's attention wherever it goes. It gets rid of the lithium-ion batteries found in most electric cars on the market today. It uses a hydrogen tank and supercapacitors, which weigh less, work better at high temperatures, and according to Hyperion, are safer than lithium-ion batteries. It is indeed a hypercar. If you like this video, we suggest you look at one of these two videos. One is about the Rimac Nevera and the other discusses hydrogen storage.